Welcome to Book Talks, from books to Botox and everything in between. We hope you enjoy We're Just Girls.
Xaden versus Rhys.
Maybe her Botox just kicked in.
We're going to pronounce everything wrong for sure. Love you guys.
Here we go.
Here we
Welcome
go.
to Book Talks.
Book Talks.
This is our third time recording.
But third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. No one said.
No one said we're women in IT.
No.
We're women in aesthetics.
We're not selling that.
No.
And we don't need to be in IT. We're going to try.
We're
gonna try.
truly just grateful at this point we have all the plugins.
100%.
I wish you guys
Hopefully
could see the
plugged in.
wires that are wrapped around Carly's ankle right
Yes. You guys are going to get a behind the scenes of how we set this all up.
And no one tells you it's going to be, I mean, like, for how many podcasts are out there, I'm actually now thoroughly impressed.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
same.
Thoroughly
Absolutely.
impressed, yeah.
So welcome to Book Talks.
Book Talks. We are sitting in our med spa's lobby. We are MD Beauty Club. We're located in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are book girlies. We are med spa girlies. All of us work in the med spa. We are coworkers who became very quick friends.
Yes.
True besties at heart.
Yep.
And we decided to start a podcast.
And we're so excited.
And here we are.
Our podcast is going to be everything on books, aesthetic procedures, and just everything in between. Everything we love. I feel like we've had these conversations behind the scenes, and we're like, we would love for everybody to join in on these conversations and hear them.
Yeah.
Just for the girls.
Just for the girls. We really are just girls. We are Pilates-loving Swifties
Yes.
who love to read romance novels and get aesthetic procedures. And I think that we can grow a community of that pretty quickly.
100%.
For sure. So this idea stemmed because we used to film these segments called Chair Chats with Carly, where I jumped in a procedure chair and we talked all about Dysport units and medical grade skincare and the difference between lasers. And our patients loved it.
Yeah.
Our patients loved hearing things from our mouths. And then they came in here and they decided that we all then wanted to talk about Taylor Swift. And we all wanted to talk about books. And our patients didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
And we wanted them to stay and chat, but we just don't have all that time. So we decided, hey, let's record our conversations because I'm sure there's more people that want to listen.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
Yes. And none of us have enough time in the day
No.
Yep.
to call our friends and have these conversations.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So-
Everybody needs girl time.
Yeah,
Everyone.
and I
Everyone
think
needs
that's one of
girl
our favorite parts of coming to work is having the girl time and being able to
100%.
connect like this and have these conversations.
It almost just feels like you're hanging out with your girlfriends at work. It's amazing.
And then our bond immediately strengthened when we discovered we were all reading
The same books.
The same books.
romance fairy
girlies.
novels.
Yep.
So
romance
niche.
girlies.
Romance girlies.
The books we will be discussing all have happy endings.
Yes.
I-
And that's so important.
And that's so important to me because I'm reading for entertainment and
1000%.
relaxation. I don't want to be worried that there's a serial killer under my bed. That's just not my type of reading.
It's way too
100%.
stressful for me.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, we want to relax and love.
Fully
The book.
relax. It just makes me happy.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
Maybe
I love
we
reading.
Introduce ourselves now that we're a couple minutes in.
Oh, yeah. Let's introduce ourselves. So I'll hurry and start. I'm Carly. I am one of the owners of the med spa. I hired these two beautiful ladies because immediately I knew they were going to be my besties.
Aww.
And then I've been working in aesthetics for 10 plus years. I've been an injector for about 8. I love skincare. I would not work anywhere else as a nurse. I worked in the hospital and I cried every day. So I was
Same.
not cut out for that.
Same.
Just all you nurses out there that are crying on your way to your shifts, no, you're not alone. But I am married to an incredible husband who doesn't know I'm here. He thinks I'm working. And
We are working.
we are working. I have 3 sons, 3 little boys, all under the age of 10. They are just the best. So I come here so that I can have my girl time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is amazing that you can,
Oh, it's the best.
We're
It's
so
the
lucky.
best.
So lucky.
I'm Jenny. I am a nurse injector here. And like Carly said, she found and created me. I love her. I have been a nurse for 4 years now, and I've been injecting for all 4 years. I did start out also in a hospital like Carly during COVID 2020. Craziest time of my life. I worked in the COVID unit for like 2 years. It was insane. Would literally cry on my way to work every day, but you do what you got to do. And then literally left the hospital, started full-time injecting. My dream job, guys. Like, it is my passion. I love it. I love everything aesthetics. I've been in the aesthetic industry for over 8 years now. I had my own lash business. I went to hair school, then, did the college thing. But yeah, so I ended up here and I love it. I don't have kids. I have 3 dogs and they make me want to rip my hair out, but I love them.
I'll say it again. I think they're more destructive than my 3 boys.
100%.
They really are.
100%.
Yeah.
And now that I've had 3 dogs, I'm like, I am so ready to have a kid because I'm sure it'll be fine.
I think Jake just wants to have a baby, so you'll stop buying dogs.
I know. I
also
think so
that
too.
we have to clip what you just said because that's the first time I've heard Jenny say, I'm so ready to have a kid.
She
my
did.
God,
We have it.
recorded.
Where's Jake? He'll be so glad she's here
I'm
today.
crying. So yeah, so Jake is my significant other. We've been together for 5-6 years now, and we're soulmates.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, we live a fun life here in Arcadia, Scottsdale. And yeah, we're like the most average people in the world, but
Shut up.
no, we really are. We love life. So
You guys are so sweet.
You're just cute.
Cutesies. And I'm Ashley. I'm one of our estheticians and laser techs here, and I've been doing that for about 4 years now. And I, during COVID, had like a quarter life crisis and was like, I hate my career. I don't know why I got a degree in that. So I switched over to aesthetics, and I'm so glad that I did. I'm so much
We're
happier.
glad
We're
too.
so glad you
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, I'm so much happier. I love all things skincare, laser treatments, chemical peels, microneedling, all of the things.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing ever. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
You have to give us your dance background.
Yes.
too, 'cause it's so
Yes.
cool.
I feel like everyone in Arizona grew up dancing, but I grew up dancing. I wanted to do it as long as I could. So I went to the University of Arizona and I was on their dance team there for all 4 years, which was so much fun. Bear down. Sorry. But
I'm like an
Fine, 'cause
ASU
I didn't go to
girly.
ASU.
I'm an ASU girly.
Oh, I'm
bear down. And I danced there for 4 years. And then I felt like I wasn't done. So I auditioned for pro teams. Some teams didn't work out, but it landed me in the NBA with the Phoenix Suns, which is what moved me up to Phoenix. And it was so meant to be. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I met my
Yeah.
best friends, started my new career, met my now fiance, and I just know I'm supposed to be here. So shout out to the Suns for employing me because that brought me to where I was supposed to be.
And we're literally
We
so
love sports
happy
too, kind of.
that
Big
yeah.
sports girls.
Big
We're
sports girls.
so
Yeah.
happy that you ended up here because
I am so happy.
If
I
you've
ended
had
up
a
here.
facial from Ashley, you're really grateful she ended up here too.
yes, 100%.
I love
Okay,
aesthetics.
Ashley, share with us your fun fact.
Jenny's our
Right.
social media manager, so she knows everything about everyone.
Guys,
Just warning.
I'm so sorry. I worked with Ashley. I've been working with Ashley for like a year and a half now.
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
And
yeah.
I asked her to send me these fun facts about her. She sends me these fun facts, and there's this one thing in the fun facts, and I'm like, how did you never tell us this?
Hold the phone.
Okay, Ashley, share it because I'm not going to take the spotlight away from you. Share the fact.
So when I was in college, we got reached out to, and we had the amazing opportunity to dance in the Super Bowl halftime for Katy Perry.
Unbelievable.
The one with the
Just
shark. What is it?
unbelievable.
The left shark. Is that what was the one that messed up something? It was like a huge meme
Oh,
for
yeah.
years.
Oh my
I was
God.
not
I
left
forgot.
shark. Disclaimer: I was not the left shark.
You are not the shark.
I was a dancer. But it was so much fun. They reached out to us and they were like, hey, we need dancers. Send us a video of what you can do. We were whipping out aerials, turn sequences, flip, like everything we could possibly do, we put into this video.
It truly was like a so you think you
It
can
was
dance audition
so you
tape.
think you can
Yeah.
dance, like
That's
dancing
so
for your
funny.
life. And they emailed back, they're like, you're doing the most. You don't have to do that much. But yeah, like you're hired. Like they're like, calm down. You need to calm down. But
I'm
yeah.
crying. We're going to attach the link to Ashley's audition video in the bio. So look
It
for
was
that.
really fun.
I feel like the Super Bowl is here all the time.
Why has it been here so many times?
It's because I will say I have like a love for Arizona. You will
too.
not hear us talking bad about our state.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Passionate.
I think Arizona has really come up on the list of, where people want to do things because I think when you think Arizona, you think desert, hot, but that's literally only 2-3 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Like we have great weather.
love
And the
during
rest of the
winter.
year is just perfect.
Yes,
but also
it's
don't move
perfect.
here. I'm trying to buy a house and people are making it
Oh yeah,
expensive.
sorry,
so
just
don't
kidding.
move to
It's
Arizona.
literally so hot. We hate it
Just
here.
kidding. We love it here.
No, so that's kind of who we are.
Yes.
Book Talks is going to hopefully be informative. It will be educational, but really we just want it to be entertaining. So you can turn it on in your car. Sometimes we feel like podcasts get really heavy on the books or really heavy on the medical procedures and you feel like you're listening to C-SPAN. We want to be something you can turn on and listen to everything and be thoroughly entertained.
Yeah.
We'll have fun segments. We'll cover what we're watching on TikTok. We're
Yeah.
going to cover some things in pop culture and things that are relevant to all of us girls today, relationship things we go
Yeah.
through,
Yeah.
and then our always segments will be books and
Botox.
Botox, aka medical procedures,
Yes.
or like aesthetic procedures, I should
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
We want it to feel like you're just hanging out with your girls.
100% for the
Because
girls.
we really are just girls.
Yes. So that brings me to our very first random pop culture topic.
Oh, yes.
I actually didn't really watch the Oscars last night, and this will be old news by the time this comes out because there's no way we're going to edit this, and the Oscars will be like
We
a
have
year
a
ago.
lot to learn.
Yeah.
But we all, if this gives you a time frame, we watched the Oscars were last night.
Yes. Yeah.
And I only saw one thing on Instagram that truly made me like gasp, and that was Jennifer Lawrence. You guys.
Oh, I didn't see.
Jennifer Lawrence is our first book queen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep,
she emerged
is.
as Katniss Everdeen and
Yep.
stole our hearts.
Yes.
For sure.
But then her film career has truly blossomed. I think she's
It really
such a
has.
talented actress.
It really has. She's really
diverse.
Yes.
Like she is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad that she gets to showcase her comedy now, but she was phenomenal as the action book type of movie.
So good.
100%.
Yeah.
So good. Ash, you looked it up. How old is she?
She's 33.
Okay, so she's a year older than me. I think she has multiple kids at this point.
Yeah.
You guys, this photo is of her in rehearsal. Oh, gosh, now I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, let's just rehash this again.
She just looks so great. Like,
Just
So we're not
phenomenal.
talking about anything she said on stage. We're not talking about anything she
No.
did on stage. We are just talking about her face.
her skin,
She looks-
everything.
She
phenomenal.
looks phenomenal.
She
glowing.
really does. She's
Yeah.
glowing, and you know that she has had fillers.
She's had work done.
She's had some work done. But
Yes.
it's not obvious in your face, oh, she got this. Oh, she got this. It's just
Exactly.
gorgeous.
No,
She's
she
talented.
does not look
Looks like
overdone.
herself.
She does not even look filled.
No.
I mean, there may be a bluff in there. She's got like
might be a
a
bluff.
natural hooded eye.
She does. I think that this is the goal, though, that we as practitioners all
Strive to provide.
yes,
Yeah.
is
1000%.
We don't want you to look like you've had anything done. We want you to look like yourself, but flawless. Like
she looks
does.
like she's gotten a lot of good sleep.
100%.
That's what I was about to say. And she has kids.
Yes.
Like she
Yeah,
looks
she has
well
little
rested. She's
kids.
glowing. Maybe her Botox just kicked in because her forehead is
Like
It's
chef's
snatched.
kiss.
Yeah.
It's snatched.
snatched for sure.
So
Yes.
good. And this
And
is
her
in her
lips.
the photo I'm looking at is on E-News. We'll tag it. She's in rehearsal. She doesn't have full glam by any means. She's in like kind of a dowdy sweater and she just looks so good.
You
Yeah.
just know that she's TNSing.
She is
is TNSing.
TNSing.
Background
is.
for those who don't know TNS.
TNS.
Here's your
One of my
education.
favorite products.
I think we need to do like a full dive into
We need
TNS.
to do a full
Yeah.
dive into TNS because I have so much to say, and we should do a full dive. We really should.
TNS is a skincare product.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, we love it.
Yes, it's
We
a
are.
growth factor, a human growth factor, the only patented human growth factor on the market.
Yeah. So she's
It's great.
using it. And
Live,
she's
love
using a
TNS.
lot of
Yeah.
HA, hyaluronic
A
acid.
lot of
She is.
HA for
She
sure.
is using HA5. 100%.
She looks phenomenal.
She's a walking skin medica app.
and
She
even
really
okay, this
is.
is her rehearsal. We said right, or is
Yeah.
that her? Okay,
No, this is her rehearsal.
Like, what does she look
She
when-
looks so natural. Like I feel like sometimes the Oscars people go so over the top, and these
100%.
award shows
So
people do
over
these
the
like
top.
crazy
Yeah.
looks, which is great and
Yeah.
fun. But she looks just radiant.
And
This
that's
was
what
her-
everyone's aiming for now, which I love. Like, I love the natural era. I know, people are going to come for me, but I love the natural era.
I do
like,
too.
I'm into
I
it.
actually feel like a lot of the red carpet vibed natural.
Yes,
last night.
it's so different
Yeah,
now,
for
guys.
sure.
Like, Pamela Anderson went to, what
Oh,
did
that
she
was
go to
cool.
with
Some
no
Okay,
makeup?
I'm sorry.
See?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
she looks so good.
This is
She
her
looks
actual. She's wearing a black and white
snatched.
polka dotted Dior gown.
yeah,
too.
she looks so great.
Me too.
Like, that is what I'm talking about. Natural era. I'm
Yeah.
here for it. Light blush. You
Yeah.
know, obviously do the contour and stuff, but
Loving.
it's all looking so
but, like,
non
everyone last night.
Everyone really did look phenomenal.
I really, really love it. I love the natural era. I'm here for it. She looks great.
She looks phenomenal.
I hope we stay in it.
She
It's
looks
amazing.
phenomenal, and she looks her age, and
Yeah.
I just love that. I
Yeah.
love that she looks like she's in her 30s, but she's just
100%.
glowing.
Yep.
Yeah. So our next
segment.
segment is going to be
Books.
Let's jump into books.
We'll try to make sure we say we're gonna spoil things if we're gonna talk about certain spoilers and
Yeah,
certain
details.
books.
yes, 100%.
Maybe we start with just what we're reading currently, and then we can jump into a specific topic.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
hurry and run through.
Okay.
Ash,
Yeah.
what are you reading right now?
I'm on the 5th book of ACOTAR on Silver Flame.
Okay.
So
And I
Have
am
you?
on.
I've read it.
I just started last
You
night.
just started it last night. Have you? What? Go ahead.
I'm on the third book of ACOTAR, Wings and Ruin, at the end of the book.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited
Is that
for
the
you.
war one?
Yes, I actually love, guys, I love the third book.
I do too.
I've been a slow reader with the third book.
too.
Okay,
I-
ACOTAR spoilers. We are
ACOTAR
talking
spoiler
about
alert.
what happens in ACOTAR. We are not holding back at all.
Yes.
Fast
on-
forward if you don't want
Fast
spoilers.
forward.
Yes.
We'll let you know when to jump back in here, but do not listen if you haven't read
Yeah.
ACOTAR. Or if you do want to read ACOTAR, honestly, this would sell me on it.
Yeah.
So I flew through the first two books because, the first book, everyone's like, you have to just keep reading. You have to get through it to get into it, which I 100% stand by that. It's really hard to get into. But after you read the first book, the second book is amazing. Flew through it. Third book, I've been taking my time, but I love it.
I loved it too.
It's still so entertaining.
Carly, you've read them all, right?
I've read them all twice now.
Flex.
I will say ACOTAR changed my life.
Yes.
Like, I read ACOTAR a year ago in January and didn't stop reading after that. Like, it
Yeah.
sucked me back in. It gave me that love for reading that I had in the Hunger Games
Yeah.
era and the
Yes,
Divergent
it is
area.
the
And then
Hunger
we all
Games.
went to college and we stopped reading. And then our lives got ahead of us and now we're all back reading again and it's truly the best. But I loved ACOTAR. I will say, like, I'm not as big of a fan as like the gore and like
Right.
cutting off of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. You're so
I don't know how far you are. I almost just spoiled that. But I feel like ACOTAR is the best gateway drug for reading.
It
'Cause
is.
It's so big right now.
For sure.
It really is.
It hooks you in, and everyone that I've talked to
and
that read it
the
can't put it
plot
down.
is so good.
Yes.
It is so good. And
And the romance.
it
is so
literally
good.
makes you feel like you are in a different world. Like I go home and I'm like, I just want to lay in my bed and like go into the ACOTAR world. Like that
Yeah.
is what I look forward to
Yeah,
at
for
the end
sure.
of my days.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Just
so
dreaming of Valaris.
So you're on
the third book.
the third book.
And I think I like it better than the second, guys, only because digging into our juicy subject, are you guys you guys have you both read Fourth Wing?
yeah,
Yes.
we've both
Okay.
read Fourth Wing too.
Love.
That's probably
So-
our second favorite.
Xaden versus Rhys.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about today.
yeah, that's
So-
the hot topic.
Carly, started us off because I have something to share and I feel like people are going to come for
So
me.
we're talking about Rhys versus Xaden. Okay, so if you both, if I hope everyone that's listening to this has read them both and can immediately imagine them in their heads. We've
Yes.
all been on
Yes.
Instagram or Book Talk
Fan
and
art.
seen those fan art images, and
whole
our
For You
like
page.
drool is running down our chins.
Yes. Oh my gosh. They're both gorgeous, gorgeous men.
Gorgeous men. I do feel like Xaden has a little more of that dirty, hot vibe.
For sure.
Yes.
Rhys is maybe a little more clean cut.
So
That's
that's
the High Lord of the Night Court. I wouldn't say clean cut.
I just feel like
You know what
know?
I'm saying though? Like,
Yes.
but Xaden's scarred up on his face.
It's
yeah,
true,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Wing leader
So
vibes.
Wing leader vibes.
that's my thing. I personally, if I had to choose, I am Team Xaden. And I think that's why I like Carly's eyes just literally were shot. Oh my gosh. So that's why I like.
Do no wrong. Keep
That's
going.
why I think I like the third book of ACOTAR more because the second book was an all romance of like Rhys and Farah.
Right.
Chapter 55.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
Yep.
You know.
So I think that's why I like the
Another
third
woman.
book. And the reason why I like Xaden better than Rhys, let me just hear me out.
Okay.
I think I'm a little toxic, guys. So this is just me, okay? I need a guy. I kind of like a little bit of an overbearing, controlling, like, I kind of like that in a fantasy guide. Obviously not in real life. I'm not in an abusive relationship. But I like, a little bit of that edge to a guy. And I feel like Rhys can do no wrong in everything I've read. Like, he is the most picture perfect book boyfriend.
He really
like,
is.
There's no flaws about him. He's perfect. So like everything I'm reading, I'm like, yawn, yawn, yawn. Like, do something wrong. Do something wrong.
That is a hot take. That's a very
it's
hot
not.
take.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Like, I want a little bit of like, let's humanize him.
He murders for her.
He literally
I mean,
kills.
Yes, but like that's like him doing something so good for her. Like, I want him to do something like a
That's
little
how
bit toxic.
desensitized
Okay,
we are
Ash,
to war.
I know you're on. Go. You go next.
I'm
and I'll-
also Team Xaden, but not because he's a bad boy. I think is kind of the
Okay.
appeal, and
Of
a
what
lot of
Jenny's
people really
saying.
like that.
Yeah.
But I love an enemies to lover trope,
Me
which
too.
we do
Yeah.
get with Rhys. Like the first book, they're not
Yes.
friends. But we talked about this too at work. I loved Fourth Wing because it's a little more approachable when you're entering the fantasy world.
100%.
Because it's, they go to
Less
Biscayeth.
world building.
It's less world building, which is nice. And I felt like I understood Xaden more throughout the book, so I fell in love with him quicker. I loved that he like pushed her away in the beginning, was mean to her, all of the
Xaden
things.
has a lot of depth.
He has a lot of depth.
For sure.
He does.
100%. And then I liked Fourth Wing better than Iron Flame, the second one. But the end of Iron Flame, which I won't spoil for you.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for there to be another book.
Really?
Like the way that ends, I know.
breaths.
I know. And I do love Rhys. I will say he's phenomenal. He's a healthy boyfriend. He does all the things. I love that he gives Feyre her space to do whatever she wants. She wants to be High Lady, all of these things. But I don't know. I just have a deeper connection to Xaden.
Me too.
Okay, so here's my thing with Xaden and Rhys. Okay, I actually just drove to Palm Springs with my husband back and forth. My husband is not a reader. He I try to explain our books to him and he just like laughs really hard.
Same.
But I talked him into listening to Fourth Wing
Oh, that's
on
right.
on the way there and back. And I will say we only got 50% of Fourth Wing done and he liked Xaden. And what's funny is immediately he even said like, I can tell Xaden's a good guy.
Yeah.
Like you can tell he it tries to be a jerk, but he's just like a good guy to his core.
Yeah.
But like if you read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, I'm not spoiling this for anybody. He never really gives Violet all of himself.
It's true.
He totally hides things from her
Yes.
the entire first book
Right.
and the entire second book.
Yes. And I will say, though,
He's
all of
not
them,
honest with her.
from what I can remember, though, all of them have worked out in her favor.
I think he has her best interest
Yeah.
at heart, but I'm just like, I'm so sick of him hiding things. Like, you're making your relationship so much harder by just hiding things. Like, he's so wishy-washy with her. They hook up, and then he's still like, we can't be together, really. Like, you can't want me.
And then freaks out when he's wearing someone else's
And then
flying
freaks
leathers.
out about the fly leathers.
Yeah.
And then they hook up again on the night he was like out on the parapet crying. And then the war games kick in and it's like they never really like and then immediately they land and she finds out he's been betraying her the whole time.
Okay, so I think this gives into my point of I'm a little bit toxic. And I love
Circling
that
back.
stuff. I'm like, it actually keeps me more on my toes. And like, you know, we all fall for the bad boy. And I think that's my pull
Maybe
towards
that's what
Xaden.
we're feeling. Yeah.
Let's
like,
not forget Rhys painted Feyre under the mountain in body paint and got her drunk and made her dance every
But
night.
he did that. Yeah, that's true.
well,
Like,
Tamlin
we think
did
that Rhys
nothing.
is spotless.
Okay.
Bar none, he's not
But
spotless.
he did that because
He
of
is-
his deep love for Feyre. Like that was in Feyre's
He didn't
favor.
even know that they were mates at this point.
No.
He still loved her then, though. I think 100%.
100%. I think that he had
I
the
think
enemies
he-
to lovers type of vibe where he like knew deep down like he's connected to this girl, but their mating bond didn't click until later.
Till he was on the
Yes.
patio. Remember,
Yeah.
he's up on the balcony at the end
Like,
of the
stumbles
first book
away.
and is like, and like shocked.
I think he's loved her since he met her at the what was it called? The Calamani event. Is that?
Oh yeah, when
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, oh, I've
Guys,
been
I'm
looking
just
for
gonna
you.
make up words. You know, calamari.
We're gonna
What?
we're gonna pronounce everything wrong
Yes,
for sure.
But you guys know what I'm talking about. Not calamari, but
No,
that
but
event when he met her, and I
Rhys-
think he knew.
Reese's love is
so
as
strong.
pure as
Yeah.
the white snow.
And he
Guys,
just
it's
gives
pure.
her the world. Like she can do whatever she wants. He just lets her flourish, which obviously is why we
Yes.
hate Tamlin.
But
because he
also
didn't.
pushes her. Let's not forget he sent her to the Weaver to go get her own wedding ring.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I wish
rude.
it's so true.
So I would literally murder my husband.
Yeah.
Carly is like so team Rhys.
That's
Yes.
because I
Carrying
don't
the
know
flag.
of another male main character in a book that is better than him.
I don't.
He sets the bar high.
He sets the bar really
And I
high.
will say I love how thorough. I'm a pretty novice reader. Like I really jumped in pretty recently, but I love how thorough Sarah J. Maas is with her details of writing Rhys.
100%.
Like in the
so
first
good.
book,
There is
being
no-
like, "Oh, I've been looking for you," and that carries through the whole thing because they were mates. and
phenomenal.
they're married, and yeah,
She does great writing.
She's a great writer.
So
good.
talented. Neither of you have read the Throne of Glass series.
No.
no, but I think it's on my want to read.
So I'm like the deepest reader, I think, at this point.
Yeah, you are.
I read Throne of Glass, and Throne of Glass is very similar. It's way more fantasy, not as much romance.
Yeah.
But even there's not even a male main character in that book that comes close to Rhys.
Reese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate to spoil that for you, but I just did.
Whoopsies.
He's just
He's the book boyfriend.
daddy.
He
is.
is. He's
Zaddy.
Zaddy.
Zaddy. Xaden. Mrs. Ryerson over here.
Literally.
Ryerson. I'm gonna.
I don't
we
know
are
what it is,
gonna
guys.
maybe create gear because I think we're all just striving to
Yeah.
call ourselves Mrs. Ryerson.
Yeah,
I think so.
100%.
I mean, Xaden's a very close number 2 for me.
He
He's
is.
great.
He is.
He was my first.
The whips on his
love.
back for all the marked
100%.
kids. I mean, like he is
Like,
so good.
It's stuff like that.
I agree. Like, and I like that he's like, I don't know, he's like a little dark, like broody, like there's something.
But fighting for good.
But like
Yes.
Jenny also hasn't even read the throne room scene of Iron Flame yet. Her love will know no end at this point.
Yeah.
We do know, right, that the ACOTAR series is not done. Sarah J. Maas has not finished it.
Right.
2026.
She's releasing another book soon.
And thank God.
So my question is, okay, so Ash, you were going to bring up.
So my hot take I developed, and I would say the third book,
Yeah.
Mist and Fury, is that I have so much empathy for Tamlin. Like, we hated him in the second book.
Yeah.
This is me
became
and Dane.
awful.
I like have
I
a
can't-
very soft spot for Dane.
Oh, that's interesting. I do not.
I don't like
It's so weird that I
Dane.
feel that way
I'm
for Tamlin,
sorry.
but not Dane. That's funny.
No, Tamlin, I'm like,
But
bleh.
Tamlin, like, we don't like him in the second book.
Yeah.
The third book, he has, I won't ruin it for Jenny because she's in the middle of it, but he has a pretty big redemption in my book at the end.
Yeah.
And I just want him to be happy. I always thought him and Ianthe were going to be a thing.
Ew, I hate Ianthe.
I hate
I'm
Ianthe,
sorry.
but
hate her.
I want Tamlin to end up happy. I think because we fell in love with him in the first book, and I want the best for him.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a great man.
Yeah.
But I don't know. As much as I hate him and everything that he's done to Feyre, and Feyre's done some pretty awful things to
Yeah.
him too.
Yeah.
I just want him to be happy.
Yeah.
Even though he's given me
I
no
agree.
reason to.
No, I fully agree. I think everyone deserves that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Tamlin, when it boiled down to the very like core, like he ended up making the right decision.
He did.
I know the spoiler, guys. Literally, I'm on TikTok and I get all these spoilers, and like I feel like I know what's gonna happen in like every book. It's
Yeah.
horrible, but I'm still reading and I'm still like so intrigued because I have the big spoilers, but like all the little things, I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, like what's gonna happen between Cassie and Nesta? That's my
I know. I
main
ruined that
focus.
for myself on TikTok too.
I don't want to know. I think
won't.
The
Lucy,
details in Silver Flame, though,
A lot of people say it's their favorite book.
will truly.
I'm
They're
so
good.
excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna end our book segment on each telling you guys about what book categories, like our favorite book category.
Oh yeah, and maybe what we want to read.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
that's a good one. And then
Yeah.
we'll wrap this up because
Yeah.
we do want to. We'll talk way more about ACOTAR. We have lots of
Yeah.
like avenues to go
We
down
do.
with that.
I cannot shut up about ACOTAR.
me too. Me and mine and Ashley's and Carly's whole thread. ACOTAR, literally.
ACOTAR TikToks.
It's horrible.
ACOTAR, fan casting. ACOTAR.
Like my fiance looks over at my For You page. He's like, "What the heck are you
I
looking at?"
know,
I'm like,
I
"Nothing."
know.
Oh, in
Fat
the
boys.
car, back onto my drive
Yeah.
with Dallas. And like, I had to like pull up pictures of everybody because I will say
Yeah.
I don't love the narrator on audio books sometimes. And the narrator for Violet is not that great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I showed him a picture of what she looks like. And he's like, oh, she's a
That's
babe. I'm
so
like, yeah,
funny.
she's
Yeah.
a babe. Like,
is so
and I'm
funny.
like, this is what Taryn looks like. The dragon. So now my For You page is all dragons.
I had a moment of that last night where it was like the fan fiction just showing what the Midgard worm looks like,
Yes.
what the
Not the SpongeBob worm.
Yeah.
not the SpongeBob worm, but in my head, like what is it? Bryaxis.
Oh, yeah.
was like so approachable. I don't know why. And then I saw a picture of what Bryaxis.
I saw that same picture, and it's really
It's
spiky.
frightening,
Yeah.
but I was like,
I don't know if
oh.
I've seen that. And I don't know
He's
if
I'll
I'll
have to
scary.
show you. He's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
But it's just funny how you picture things in your head and then you see how they were intended. And I was like, oh my
I
God,
agree.
that's terrifying.
I love the fan art.
Okay, so Ash, tell us then. Are we sharing just what our next read? Well, but then
Like
we'll
what-
talk
Our
about it
favorite
when we're reading
type
next.
of books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite type of books. What we're reading next.
I'm a pretty novice reader. I'm new into this. So ACOTAR was my gateway drug. I do like to do a little
What's on your
nonfiction here
TBR?
and there to break up the fantasy, but I usually don't finish those.
Yeah,
So currently on my want to read, this is different. What was it called? Lessons in Chemistry.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I've-
yeah.
I've
That's
seen
a
I
that.
saw
series
that
on
it's a
TV
show and
now.
people loved it. And so I want to read the book and maybe watch the show. So I think that's my next want to read.
Yeah.
If I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Add it to your TBR.
Yeah.
I feel like I've never been a fantasy girl, guys, ever. And Carly was the one that was like, please read ACOTAR.
Read it.
So Carly's actually the one that had got me into reading. She recommended Things We Never Left Behind.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We all read that
Yeah.
like a year ago
Yeah.
almost.
The one, yeah. What were the main
It's
characters?
Lucy's score,
Yep.
and it was not Nash. Nash is the second
I've read all
one,
of them.
but-
I've read every book of that series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's what kind of got me into it. And I love a light read. I love a light, steamy, fluffy, funny read.
Same.
I also love dark romance. I'm a dark romance girl.
Both
I like
ends of the
that for you.
spectrum.
But you know what? I got too deep and I had to get out.
Is
like
it the Colleen Hoover books is that you're referring to?
no, like darker romance.
Oh, even worse than that. Okay.
Yes, and it's just
Mafia romances.
Yes,
Yeah.
it goes deep, and then you kind of need like a little bit of light.
Yeah, and
so
then
I
sometimes
think
you just
for
throw
sure.
in a little hockey smut. And
so I
move
think
on.
like the fantasy, you know,
Hockey
the
smut.
It's always a good palate cleanser.
It is a palate. It really is a palate cleanser.
Sometimes there's so much world building that I'm like, I just need to go.
I
Oh,
know,
for sure.
You need something light,
Yeah.
you know.
A
But I
little
think the
Colleen
fantasy
Hoover.
kind of brought me out of that.
You know how I gauge that is I look at how many pages are in the book.
That's very
If it's
true.
a 500 plus read, you know you're going to be like emotionally invested into like having to understand it.
Yeah.
And that takes brain power. Do
sure.
I have the brain power right now? Do I not have the brain power right now?
100%.
I love a good mix too. I would say I'm like a full gambit reader unless it's kind of spooky. I hate spooky reads. So
Yeah.
I'm not a thriller reader because I already have I already imagine worst case scenarios in my mind. I just don't need to add new scenarios.
100%.
Reading
You
is
don't- yeah.
entertainment.
Reading
Yep.
is entertainment. Fiction, I'm more of a fiction reader. Nonfiction, for me.
Yeah.
But I love the fantasy reads that have a great plot line and the romance just supports it.
Yeah.
That's like that's why I think SJ Mass is so phenomenal.
Yes, yes.
Because her plots are so good and then the
romance
romance
is
just
good.
like oomps it even more.
Yeah.
100%.
I just read Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I think you both need to
Wait,
read
I
that.
think
It was
that's
so
really
good.
good.
That's
Keeps popping
vampire werewolf. It's
Okay.
like dirty Twilight. I loved it.
Okay.
Love.
I also love though those 300-page romance novels. They
Yeah.
just like suck me
Yeah,
in.
you know, like a light read is always so cute and
So good.
fun. And
Yeah.
you get all like the good feels, and you still feel like you know you're.
You
somewhere
guys
else.
both know I am like a sucker for a cowboy romance.
She
You
is.
Love a cowboy romance.
She loves cowboy romance. I've been on your Goodreads.
I've
everybody.
made it part of my personality.
Everyone
bought
needs
the
to go look at
Tacovas.
Carly's.
I
Goodreads.
bought the Tacovas.
Yeah.
I have no right to that whatsoever.
No, but I love it.
I've been on a horse once in my life.
I'm crying.
Same.
But
I
you guys,
hated it.
Bella Hadid and her rodeo boyfriend,
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I haven't seen.
stop.
Oh my gosh. I need
We're
to look.
gonna. I'm saving that.
Okay, we're saving. We're saving.
yeah.
Tabling it for
Yep,
another day
okay.
because you're gonna die.
Okay.
Anyway, so aesthetics will be quick today, guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lip gloss.
We're talking about lip gloss,
I
Lip
like it.
gloss. Okay.
which may seem silly, but I think it ties into aesthetics perfectly because we are going to cover the gambit. Like, we're not going to be getting into the nitty gritty details of what makes up a hyaluronic acid filler.
No.
You can Google that.
Yeah.
Google that.
Yes.
We're telling you the things you want to know.
100%. And I think lip products have blown up. Like, you know, you go out with your girls and you pull out of your bag. Each girl has like 5 lip products. Like if it's lip
Yep.
liner, lip
It's always
gloss,
the lip
lip tint,
combo. It's never
lip
just
balm.
one. It's
The
a
lip combo.
100%. And there are so many brands now, guys. And we can name off, you know, the biggest brands and our favorite brands. But that are all creating these lip tints, lip oils, lip balms, and lip treatments. Like there's so many.
So I'll never forget the day that Hailey Bieber came out with the Rhode
I'm
strawberry
sorry.
glazed donuts,
Guys.
and you came busting into the office.
Sprinting
saying,
through the
"Don't
front door."
worry, guys! I ordered us all a strawberry road lip gloss.
First word I
Venmo
walked
me
through the door.
$20."
Okay, let's get into it. Summer Fridays versus Rhode. Do not come for me. I am a Rhode fanatic, and it's not because I love Hailey Bieber. Like, it
I
has
love
nothing to
Hailey
do with
Bieber.
Hailey Bieber. I just love her lip product. I don't know about anything else that's on her line because I don't use it. We use medical grade, so like we're not using any of her products.
Not her
but
skincare,
no.
her lip peptide treatment, her lip tint, everything. She just hits it on spot.
I still
But
haven't tried it.
didn't we agree?
have it for you.
Didn't we agree though that it's definitely stickier
It
than
is
the
sticky.
Summer Fridays gloss for everyday wear?
Yes.
It's stickier.
I think so, but I think it gives, because of the stickiness, it does give a little bit more gloss. And like my favorite thing to do with a peptide treatment is Pillow Talk lip liner under, peptide treatment on top. Perfect combo.
Okay.
But have you tried her tints?
I haven't tried the tint yet.
No.
Do you have one here?
There's not been one
I just
touch
want-
of Rhode to my lips, so I'm excited
Okay,
to
so
venture.
Ash has the Summer Fridays.
I'm a
tint.
Summer Fridays girl.
And
I
tell
really
us
am.
why.
I won't lie to you. I probably saw it on TikTok, to be honest. But
Okay.
once I tried it, I was hooked. I like that it's not super sticky. I will say
Okay.
that.
I like that too.
It's a big container. Like I feel like I used to be a Carmex girl in high school. Like that was, and it was like tiny, and I'd lose
Yeah.
it.
That was our Summer Fridays though.
Yes.
An Aquaphor.
Yeah, an Aquaphor.
for sure.
I had the Aquaphor that was like on my keychain, and I
Yeah.
don't know. I am just a girl. It's really cute. I like Summer Fridays, some of their products, but I don't know.
I love that scent,
It hooks me in.
too.
I like the scent. I'm trying to see. I do like that rhode is peptide. Like at least it's some sort of skincare.
I
don't
will
have
say
ingredients
that
listed here, but
Summer Fridays tint versus Rhode tint. Rhode tints is
Can I see the
her
tint?
tint is so much more strong.
I will say that too.
It's
This
very
is like lame, but like I
pigmented.
love the Summer Fridays for everyday wear. I love the Dior lip oil for like going to dinner, going
I
to an event.
love it too.
Love.
Any of the Dior lip products
Yes.
are like pretty, I think, top of my list too.
Have you tried the Summer Fridays oil?
I haven't. I was gonna say I like
that color.
that the Summer Fridays has a decent amount of tint in it without being too overpowering for every day. Like I'll do a little bit of lip liner and then my Summer Fridays and I'm good.
Yeah. No,
you
for
try
sure.
it?
Yeah.
I didn't put it on. No.
You want to put it on?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I have
Ashley?
on right now.
Moment of truth.
Try it.
I think I have on one of the Dior lip oils right now.
So the Rhode lip tint, I honestly, Rhode sponsor us because I'm
Hi Haley. Love you. Love your work.
so there's no scent. It's pink.
I like the Summer Fridays tip better. I'll already say that.
I know.
I know the
Yes.
little tip. The little tip fills a little.
Why do I love Rhode so much? Is it the stickiness that I love? I think maybe that's what it is. I feel like I have something on. I feel
That
like
color
my
looks
nails are-
really good
Let me
on
see.
you.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
thanks,
it's
guys.
really pretty.
I don't like the stickiness.
You don't like it. You don't like the stickiness.
It's not bad.
I think that's
but
what it is.
Maybe just because I'm so addicted to Summer
To
Fridays.
Summer Fridays, yeah.
Yeah.
And Summer Fridays, their tip, weirdly, I saw TikTok, it's not hard. So if you push
Yeah,
down,
it's
it's
gummy.
gummy.
No, it's like
It's
yeah,
like a gummy
squishy.
bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do love Summer Fridays.
I think also my Summer Fridays addiction came from my Laneige sleep mask.
That's what it
addiction.
is.
But being an esthetician, I don't want to continually.
I will
stick
not put my finger in a jar.
In a
I will
pot.
not do it.
Yeah.
I use literally even at home a little Q-tip and I put it on and I throw it away because I will not put my finger in a jar. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Even with skincare products, like
Yes.
that's my biggest problem with SkinCeuticals moisturizers.
Yes.
Don't make me put my finger in this jar.
It gives me the ick. And if
Number
you're
one
sharing,
skincare
like,
ick.
Jake
Fingers.
uses the same moisturizer I do just to see him dip his I want to literally curl
Throw
up and die.
Especially when you're preaching about, if you're a skincare brand preaching about being like acne prone, like you're acne safe.
Yeah,
But
forget
then
it.
you're making me stick my finger into a honey pot and close it up into a dark, warm, moist environment.
Yeah.
Hi,
and just let
bacteria.
it fester.
Hi, petri dish.
So
That's
true.
disgusting.
So, bringing in the injector perspective here really quickly with all of these lip products, I want to bring it home. So many people come into my chair and ask, how do I get my lip filler to last longer?
Right.
Keep them hydrated.
That's so true.
Keep your lips. They should be not sticky, but they should be covered in a treatment or a gloss
Yeah.
or Aquaphor all the time.
Yep.
Because it's a hyaluronic acid. Think about it. It's so simple. You're putting a water-loving product, injecting it into your lips, and then drying it out.
Yeah.
Your body's going to eat it up.
Yeah.
I agree.
Keep them moist. I hate that word, but keep it on.
Yeah.
I think that's a good point too in why we're talking about the lip glosses and the lip tints and things like that. It's not just for looks and for fun and to go be a consumer. Like it really can increase the longevity of your filler.
It can totally increase the longevity of your filler.
100%.
And finding a product as great as Summer Fridays or as Rhode will just increase your compliance.
I think so too.
And I love that.
And it's just so easy to do so nowadays because, lip products are so big that it's easy to just
Yeah.
reapply.
So here's our challenge.
Yes.
Our booktox challenge. Go buy a new lip product this week and let us know what you bought
Yes.
and what
Give us a review.
you think of it.
100%.
I will give an honorable mention to the PCA hyaluronic acid lip
Yeah.
booster. That's a great one.
Oh,
It
you
is.
guys,
A
I know.
little
And
smaller. Like I think it's half the size of Summer Fridays, but it's great.
It's really crazy because I feel like they're so underrated. And you know what it is, in my opinion? Packaging. I think it's so
Yeah,
plain
marketing.
and basic that it doesn't stand out to people. Like,
So
agree.
I sent Jenny this new lip product too, and we haven't tried it, but we're gonna put it on our to try list. Have you heard of
yes.
this? Anfisa Skin. So it's a new skincare product line, but they're like known for their ceramide lip treatment, which ceramides are hydrators.
Yes.
We love a good ceramide, but like this product has like this metal
I
applicator.
love the metal applicator.
Love
That's
a
what
metal
it probably
applicator.
feels so good on your lips.
I'm ordering this for our office, and we
Yes.
will report back.
I think it's also a plumper.
This is our homework. It is a plumper. It says I've tried everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's so good.
I'm so excited.
Like the
too.
before and afters, like even are like crazy of people putting it on. And didn't I send you one?
You did, yeah.
I love a metal applicator for 2 reasons. That's why I love the Zoe Growth Factor Under Eye, because it's got the metal applicator.
Yeah.
But it also feels more sanitary to me.
It does.
It's a little
and it
cleaner.
feels cool. It feels cold. It feels like, I don't
Refreshing.
know, you know?
Yeah.
No, for sure. I can't find one, but I do know that like it's meant to be like a plumper. It has like a beautiful color to
marketing.
it. Okay,
Yeah,
marketing.
it's
So
Yeah.
good. It's so good. And that's going to be our try. We're going to buy and try that.
We're gonna buy
Let
and
you
try
guys
this,
know.
and we will report back.
It looks so good.
If you're curious,
We're all
it's
mesmerized by their marketing.
Anfisa, ANFISA. Anyway, we'll keep you
All
posted.
right. That
think
brings
that's a
us.
wrap.
That is.
Okay, we are going to be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, in 2 weeks. So what we need from all of you listening is to please
Like, subscribe,
like,
share.
subscribe, rate,
share.
and review.
Yes.
all of the things.
I can't believe I asked that.
I know.
I feel like an imposter.
I know it feels a little weird, but I think we're all excited to grow a community here. And
Yes, we are.
At the end of the day, we're just girls.
We're just
just girls.
girls. And we apologize for the sound of our voices. I hate my voice.
Okay, we'll see you guys in 2
Yes,
weeks.
follow us on Instagram
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
We'll link it.
Book
At
Talks,
Talks
the
podcast.
podcast, yes.
Yep.
If you
We'll
have any
link it.
questions or anything you want us to talk about, you can email us at info@booktalkspodcast.com.
Amazing.
Perfect.
Ashley
Yay.
is our IT girl.
She is our IT girl.
Love you guys. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.